Today, we're going to cover how billionaires' wives are giving the cheat code to more successful marriages. Hi, I'm Janelle, a life coach with a niche in relationship coaching. I work with professional women who are 35 plus who are seeking to date and partner with more self awareness and intentionality. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. So recently, I saw a video by Shar Henley on YouTube. I follow her and really enjoy her content. And it was about why wealthy men prefer older women, surprising marriage trends. Just a side note, I do keep my notes on the side. So y'all will see me looking to the side. I have two screens up. Anyway, she covered the fact that there are about 2,800 billionaires in the world. About 2,500 of those are men. She went on to discuss multiple examples of some very prominent and successful men and the ages of their wives. So the first one up is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is 59 years old, and Lauren Sanchez, his fiance, soon to be wife, and I know it's controversial how she became that because she did start out as the mistress. Fair point. She's 54 and she's a highly educated, accomplished entertainment journalist. Okay. That man is a multi billionaire. There were other examples that she went into, and I really appreciated that she highlighted melanated women mainly. So you have Meghan Markle, who met Prince Harry or married Prince Harry at 36 and a divorcee. Okay. His family, his lineage, they are multi billionaires. And some other examples that some of us are familiar with are like Melody Hobson, the founder of Ariel Investments. I believe she married George Lucas at the age of 44, and he is, I think, 10 to 15 years older than her. And he is worth several $billions. George Lucas, of course, the creator and the man behind Star Wars. He has since sold that franchise, but he's a multi-billionaire. Some that you may not have heard of, but are still relevant are, well, Serena Williams, of course, was 36 when she partnered with her husband, Alexis Ohano, who is the founder of Reddit and multi-billionaire. Another example is Princess Angela of Liechtenstein. She's a Panamanian American. Well, she was at the time a Panamanian. She's still alive. She just, of course, doesn't work in this capacity anymore. Panamanian American fashion designer. And in the early 2000s, she met the Prince of Liechtenstein. They've been married for over 20 years. I think she was 41. She married him at 41, and they had a child a year later. So they're still married. She's, of course, in her 60s now. So these are just some examples of wealthy men. Now, to be clear, we're not talking about the angry podcast bros. We're not talking about immature men who are yelling about women should be happy with their nothingness that they have and what they've built for themselves. We are talking about multi billionaires. Okay. Just want to make that clear. And also, we have Eve on the list. Her husband is a multimillionaire. Eve she married her husband at the age of, where's my notes? She was 41 or 42 when she got married to him, and he is a multimillionaire, Maximilian something, I believe, because he is a retired professional race car driver. So this was a very important point that she brought up. Men with real power, meaning men with the ability to move industry, men with the ability to make moves, they invest in something and it's going to shift. They do not feel the need to marry young women that doesn't bring anything to them because they don't feel they're not insecure about the power that they have because they actually have power to move markets, move money, change trends. Men with real power value and respect women who are intelligent and accomplished. So basically, what I'm trying to express from this video, and I knew this, but seeing it all put together was wonderful, that all of that crap that many of us hear and floating around and just derogatory things about women hitting a wall, it's all lies perpetrated by people who will not be able to take advantage if you are older, wiser, more educated, and more accomplished. Because by that time, when you've reached the ages of 35 plus and you are a woman who's been about your business and have your own accomplishments in front of you, especially in terms of education and career, they've already fallen by the wayside if they have not selected to move forward. Okay. And even those men who are our peers that are selected to move forward, they don't want to marry women who are 20 any as well. That is a false narrative being pushed by men who know they will not be able to benefit, okay, from women who stay focused, who stay on their grind, who accomplish things. Because you know what happens? We get to circulate in different rooms. We get to circulate in rooms of other accomplished people that can often include people who come from money, wealth, people who've made their own money, millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires. They will never, the men screaming this at the top of their lungs will never get a chance to circulate in those rooms because it takes doing their own work to do that. So what do? No self-reflection. They pivot and then they talk about women's ages and just terrible things about women. So every time you hear that, know that that's a dog whistle and pay that no mind. The other thing that this video went on to say was that the greater the age difference, this was interesting, between the husband and the wife, the lower the life expectancy of the wife. So be mindful. Also, married men, of course, we've all heard this. Married men do benefit the most from marriage. They live longer, they stay healthier, they make more money over their lifetime, and they usually behave better. Because when someone has a commitment to somebody, and when somebody is on them to go to the doctor, stay healthy, etc., married men on average do indeed live longer. And that's why it's also very important to choose wisely when you marry. Oh, so successful men want successful women. That is the crux of it. You have to remember. So listening to any of the noise in the atmosphere is a moot point. Those men don't have any real power in the world. They know that, and they want to try to dim your light. So just recognize the source of that criticism when you hear it and never let it get you down, sis, because it doesn't matter. So some other things that I thought were interesting about this article or about this video, I apologize, was when women have an increased marital age, advanced marital age leads to greater marital and material satisfaction. And that has to do with maturity on both parties. When you've had time to live your life a bit, explore, learn, grow, etc., you're much more able to then partner or attract a partner, discern the characteristics of somebody when you're dating very early on, versus when you get married very young and you haven't had that time to just develop and grow. So now I want to get into some coaching questions that will help you better reflect now with this newfound knowledge that it may be newfound to some of you, but some of you may already notice that I have bestowed upon you about multi-billionaires and the ages of their wives. And just to note, many of the women are melanated sisters. That was the point that you will see, and you can Google billionaires and their wives. Yes, we do have a majority that look one way, but there are melanated sisters out there marrying billionaires. You just got to get in the rooms with these men, and you can do it based on your accomplishments and being able to socialize in a certain setting. So on to the questions. Question 1, how can the understanding that successful men often prefer accomplished older women reshape like your approaches to dating and relationships? And when I say older women, I mean women closer to their actual age. Do not, once again, believe the stuff, the rhetoric is out there. The men who are spouting that aren't successful. Question 2, what steps can be taken to position oneself in the right rooms in order to be circulating amongst the type of men one would like to date? Question 3, when considering potential partners, how can life experiences and career achievements be leveraged as assets in forming meaningful relationships? Question 4, who are examples of successful women like Dambisa Moyo? Forgot to cover her. She is a Zambian American author who a very accomplished woman, and she met her husband at 41. I believe his name is Jared. He was 36 at the time. Once again, clearly melanated sister. And he is worth $1.2 billion, and they're married, and I believe they have children. So, once again, another example. So back to the question. Who are examples of successful women like Dembisa Moya, or Melanie Hobson, another melanated sister, that inspire, and what can be learned from their journey, okay, in finding partners in their life? So I definitely encourage you to Google these women so you have a better idea of who they are, what they're doing, um, the circumstances they met their husbands, because usually articles like that, when you find them, they will kind of tell how they met, where they met. And you will see a running theme that it had to do with the rooms that these ladies were able to put themselves in order to even interact with men of a certain socioeconomic level and tax bracket. Question 5. What opportunities seen in current social and professional circles to meet partners who appreciate and value maturity and success? So, like, what opportunities do you see for that? I can name quite a few in my current, social circles and things that I do professionally. Question 6. What are the qualities that distinguish men who are attracted to successful and mature, who are attracted to success and maturity in a partner, from those who might feel threatened by it? Like I said, compare a lot of the noise you hear in the world as compared to some of the facts I just gave you. And question 7, how can the knowledge that wealthy and powerful men seek love, partnership, and intimacy influence perspectives on what a fulfilling relationship looks like in, more mature stage of life? All right. So watch this part again. Um, Write down these questions, write down the answers to these questions, and then start dating differently. Then we're going to move on to like just my thoughts, my final closing thoughts on this. I really appreciated this video. Many of these things I already knew, many of these things I already express when I work with clients, to not let the noise of the world discourage them from what they are doing and how they are moving and dating, because the same people who are yelling on social media or yelling on podcasts are the same men that cannot circulate in the rooms with these accomplished women that I am privileged to work with in my coaching practice. So I think that that's like so important to remember. Don't listen to the noise. Stay focused on your grind. And then another thing is that many therapists, like I was saying before about wisdom, they believe that that wisdom that comes with partnering and marrying at a, when they say advanced marital age, they do mean 35 or older. That is a huge help to the overall partnership and having it form, grow, building a strong foundation moving forward, because you have two people who have already accomplished a level of success in their lives. And you probably also have people who are good communicators, um, good with finances. They know how to make their own, even if at the moment, the woman could be making a couple 100,000, he could be worth billions. Yeah, we understand the scale is different, but the point is they both understand money, how to make it, how to earn it. They both understand how to circulate in different environments. So there's a wisdom that comes both from things that they've picked up and knowledge that they've picked up in their conventional working lives, as well as wisdom just from maturing and age and just being around a different set of people versus who they were around when they were in their early 20s. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this. If this is news to you and you've never heard this before, let me know how you feel now about your prospects in dating. If you have heard this before, please let me know how this, maybe reinforced your ideas about how you're going to move forward in dating, or maybe reinvigorated your faith in dating. I will leave a link to additional videos in this series. Please check them out. Until next time, this is your online dating and relationship coach, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.